Okay, looks like we're good. And we're not good. Nice. Well, time to look at refugees. So, I wonder how well the morphing is gonna work. Of course, Mongolz, they just outscale. Meaning, if the game goes late, Juggernaut ninja kicking somebody there, but doesn't have any cool inscription. Feels so good. What I also like on the Invoker with this pose is maybe it's Maybelline. Another one of those great memes. Raise, raise, raise. I guess. Silver Edge. That's one sad Abaddon. Okay, looks like we got the Go coming out. With the French Revolution models there. Well, not just French Revolution, generally started in France, but nowadays known for every social movement for some reason. A lot of people still use those ideals, including Germany. But you know, nice little pose there. This time around we might not see as quite as a start as we did last game, as the Treants are gonna walk in there. The Treants, of course, early on they're pretty strong. They're, like, if you count both their stats up, they're about as strong as a hero. Then again, 1 hero versus 3, not gonna be a fight you can win. Still Nature's Prophet good at, you know, being a nuisance early on with those runes shenanigans. So, one thing I'm really curious about, and I can't wait to see, is how well the Templar will do in mid lane. Since theoretically the thing would be on paper, and on paper is not a phrase a lot of Dota players like to rely on, but on paper here's what happens. Templar Assassin is gonna lose mid lane to Huskar because burning spear damage. No refractions to rely on, a ton of harass damage. The anti-mage is gonna have a great game against the Morphling. And then all of a sudden, you know, Nature's Prophet comes on in and pushes towers out while the carries are man fighting each other in favor of Team Fire Dragoons here. So, that Nature's Prophet is something that Fire Dragoons will need to keep an eye out, even if they win the lanes perfectly, even if the, you know, the heroes would play, like the core heroes would play against each other in perfect, you know, the perfect matchups pretty much, where in a team fight, the anti-mage gets to jump on Morphling immediately, where in a team fight the Huskar gets to jump on TA immediately. That would be pretty much what you're looking for here. But then still the Nature's Prophet's gonna be an issue, so not gonna be an easy game. However, Huskar struggling with the last hits here a little bit against TA. Just focusing on burning TA down through a bit of regen to make up for that gold you're missing. That's a lot of burn damage. Meanwhile, on the offlane, Puck, another super greedy hero, which is kinda gonna help equal out the late game, of course, since, you know, 420 gold. Dota just going on and forcing memes on us. And look at this Nature's Prophet. He's just having a pretty good lane, everything considered. He's laning against 2 people, and he's just bullying them both away. Okay, now he might get punished for that as the Ice Shard comes in perfectly and the stun. I mean, yeah, if he would have just traded there without spells, it would have been fine. The problem is just that, you know, Tusk, he's got a lot of powerful spells which you often don't expect, so that's gonna be a really nice first blood for Team Fire Dragoon, especially because this shuts down the potential for Nature's Prophet to rat Dota early on. Get stuff like the Face Boots Drums build. I think that's the most desirable build to go for here. Screw rushing stuff like Orchid, you don't really need an Orchid. It could be helpful against the Puck, yes, but Puck's gonna get an Eul's anyways, so it's not gonna matter all that much. Might as well go for the drums to Give yourself a little bit of pushing power, a little bit of general attributes. And now Retribution looks to be in a bit of trouble, but he managed to get away perfectly there. It's just gonna heal up again. Also, like, he can just eat one normal Tango, then eat one of his Iron Branches with Tango. And that should keep him at a comfortable health to actually do stuff in lane. Meanwhile, we're gonna see Nature's Prophet gone on again with the Ice Shards. He had such... I mean... When he started laning, it looked so good. He was really confident. Now he's just gonna get body blocked up and killed off once again. Going 0-2, not the start he wanted, especially not because Sankey now probably also gonna go down. I mean, there is not really any sort of mana regen here on the Tusk, which is gonna make it hard. But Sankey also doesn't have any single point of mana. Anti-Mage, 1 second away from the blink, is gonna get out. And so is the Tusk, who's just regening up mana. If he could have somehow gotten himself out of danger to proc that clarity earlier, I think he could have just secured the kill here on Sankey, but he still wants to actually. Okay. The shards. Oh, barely gonna miss. That's gonna be an Earthshake who's just gonna walk home to base. Gotta be really glad with the space he's just created for Nature's Prophet to catch up in terms of last hits, in terms of farm. Meanwhile, Baba Yaga is getting ganked here by the Lich. A really deep dive. But can he do it somehow? One more hit is gonna do the trick, probably. It's gonna be, yes, it's gonna be enough. And Yang, if he can just walk out of that unpunished, it would be amazing. But it's not quite that amazing. Still definitely worth it. I mean, you trade a support for the mid laner. That's about as good as you can expect for this stage of the game. Meanwhile, Huskar is doing really well in his lane here. Sitting on top of the CS globally. Nature's Prophet and TA both completely shut down, and this could potentially be a 2-0 if the laning stage is any indication for how the game is gonna go. Especially since Anti-Mage is struggling so hard with farm. I mean... Okay, looks like we're gonna see Baba Yaga actually getting a nice little kill there. The tower took the last hit there. BLGN takes the next one, and while that's happening, we... Wait, what? Okay, Baba Yaga ticked down. No, okay, I thought there was a skirmish going on elsewhere, and there is one about to be on the bottom lane, but that skirmish is gonna start now, and Proxy might just be going down here, still manages to stay alive for a while longer. It's just gonna help heal up the Morphling. If they can somehow deal a little bit more damage to Adam, Adam might tick down. Nope. That's frustrating. And Retribution is just like, okay, well, I tried, I guess. The anime is struggling in farm, but that's about all that Team Mongolz have going on for them. So there might just be the same, like, the option for Fire Dragoons to say, okay, screw that, screw having anti-mage actually, you know, split push and farm individually the entire game. We're fed now, we can just run at them. Anti-mage, come with us, screw your GPM. We got a fed Huskar. And it could really well just be that. I mean, yeah, the anti-mage is notoriously a very greedy carry, but I remember back in the day when people used to play him with Blink, Dagger and Dagon. It started off as a meme, then Puppy did it on stream, and then everyone did it. Or Danny did on stream, either one. Those two always used to stream right after each other and host each other when they were still friends. Either way, Fire Dragoons, they're doing great. I mean, they're getting everything they need. A ton of last, it's a ton of experience. Now Anti-Mage also managed to recover his GPM a bit. Gonna see a fight break loose on the mid lane here. This could be a really, really juicy kill on the Huskar. Okay, that's a really good start, and they get another one out of that one. Or will they? Yeah, they will, definitely. Can they now kill that little floaty thing? Yep. Another 90 gold value. Baba Yaga getting a double kill to redeem the desert timing, and shutting down Huskar from the top net worth spot. Talk about net worth. There you can see net worth. Okay, actually Huskar's still top on net worth with like 12 gold advantage. You cannot blame me for calling that one wrong. Well, you can, but that wouldn't be very reasonable of you now, would it? Okay, Puck getting stunned up there. And now the Maledict is just gonna do the rest. Mongolz, all of a sudden, now that they're actually using this Nature's Prophet to fight, and same for Proxy actually, they're rotating these two over to the lane they want to fight at. And it's working pretty well. I mean, Maledict dealing some additional damage, BLG adding some additional catch to the mix, and BLGN, he decided, okay, my lane wasn't going well, let me get a Midas here, a bit of a late Midas, yes, but if that allows him to recover, fine by me. I mean, it's not like you have to worry about momentum here, it's not like you can't afford to go late game here, if you are so inclined. On either side, really. I mean, unless Lich becomes a carry, the ultra late game should go to Team Mongolz here. And by carry, I don't mean, you know, full-blown safe lane farm tier carry, but I mean taking the damage talent and building items like Orchid or Dragonlance. At least a couple of those, you know. You don't have to go big. You can just build Dragonlance, Hurricane Pike with the free damage you're getting, with the free slow effect you're getting. It should usually be enough to pull your weight in team fights. Since Lich, it's not like his abilities scale really well. You can pull it off if you either get one of those, you know, life insurance radiant or life insurance Midases on the Lich, where you're just like, okay, we're ahead. We're only going to lose this game if we fall behind. In that case, we're just going to build a Midas or two. That's a scenario that Lich really does like to get a Midas in. I don't know, I think I should start playing that hero more. It's so fun to see that little, you know, support becoming a semi-core situation going on in this game. If we go to 75 minutes, we might see it come into effect whether or not you choose that. It's really one of those ultra late game things, but those wacky things are exactly why people like me love ultra late game. Meanwhile, Earthtaker just gonna get rolled down there. The Huskar could potentially be going down. In comes Baba Yaga looking to execute him. Another really good kill. TA really getting that redeeming Desolate timing at this rate. I mean, this could potentially still be a 12-13 minute Deso, which, you know, we've seen it pre-10 minutes, and I can't make this up. We've seen a pre-10 minute Desolator here, but you don't have to be perfect in this particular matchup, which is, I think, really relieving. Anti-Mage, however, he's finally recovering in farm. He's finally, you know, getting decent Battle Fury timing. He had a hard lane against Nature's Prophet who just ran on in. Then he got a couple of kills, but still not enough last hits to make things work yet. Adam is gonna get stunned up. Look at the Witch of the ultimate there, dealing a ton of damage to that Puck, but now we're gonna see a chase. Baba Yaga will get one. Can't get another here, it seems. At least not yet. And Adam is gonna get fissured. Just barely dealing enough damage. Now, Bryant sticking around. Man fighting Proxy here. Proxy just getting walls punched up. Brain has a lot of experience. A lot of damage there. This could just be a free kill on Proxy. In comes the anti-mage. He's like, thanks for the last hit, mate. Gonna save my Battle Fury timing here. And it really did. TA still sticking around just to get a little bit of gold value here and there. Meanwhile, the mid-tier 1 tower has just dropped. TA exactly where she wants to be in net worth though. Baba Yaga got exactly what he wants. I wonder if it's gonna be the Blink or the Desolator build. If it's gonna be a Blink build, the Blink should be bought at the side shop soon, so we could see it here. I personally favor the Desolator, but it really doesn't matter. It's mostly, okay, do I want to go gank supports and tear those apart, or do I just want to get kited around in team fights and, you know, when I hit somebody, I hit them good. Those are the two options you're getting. Meanwhile, we got a smoke gank here onto Proxy, but this might not be a smoke gank you want to take. As Huskar is gonna take a lot of damage. However, Not quite getting stunned up there by the enchant totem. Now instead Baba Yaga is getting turned on and 4 people committed to this. Nature's Prophet comes on in trying to save Baba Yaga here, at least enable a return kill. Baba Yaga is going to go down. Lich ultimate thrown out there. Mostly bouncing to creeps. Baba Yaga did get 1 return kill, but going down there, still going to ruin his item timing. Meanwhile, Nature's Prophet went down, and that was a perfect fight actually for Fire Dragoon. I was really skeptical, but they decided to commit the anti-mage. They decided to just commit everything they had in the near vicinity there. Actually roamed in, you know, the mid lane as well, and it was a big rotation, but it did pay off, so top tier 1 is gonna go down, and this is gonna put Team Fire Dragoon at a huge advantage. I mean, gold-wise, not necessarily, but the thing is, you've now opened up nearly the entire map, every lane. You can now gank people in the jungle. The jungle farm is gonna be really hard contested. Nice little kill on Yang there to help the TA with the item timing, but you're gonna need more. You're gonna need stacks, which are really hard to get, and mostly to keep safe against a team which is taking all of your tier 1 towers. And I'm finally gonna get a moment to breathe here. Puck went for a soul ring. It's an interesting optional item. I do like the concept of it, I do like the idea of it. Meanwhile, as the Roche pit is gonna get, you know, warded here, that means Alacrity. Would really like to go on a Roshan right now. Maybe not exactly at this moment, but definitely after. Okay, wait. Wait, Huskar, what items do you have in the courier? Okay, he's gonna go Heaven's Halberd, I thought so. I mean, what's kinda weird is that he's skipping power threats entirely. I thought he might have gone power, like, bought a belt of strength for the power threats, and then, you know, have a Yasha, or I mean a Sage already sitting in the courier. Sage and Yasha Huskar is also a really fun build, by the way. It's not good, it's just fun.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Haste!
Also, somebody asked me how I bound the FUG to my cast, and now it's a bit too late. So, okay, wait, we're actually gonna see Huskar go down here, and he's just gonna go down mid-air, and the corpse is gonna fly freaking Furion. I'm gonna throw my corpse at you. Pretty much that, but the TA Desolator, I mean, I told you TA would just get kited, but if you hit somebody, you hit really hard, and Baba Yaga now has to somehow deal with the Puck. There comes the refraction. The Puck actually damped forward. One more hit's gonna do it. Puck's gonna go down. The Echo Slam is gonna save Earthshaker for a while here. Anti-Mage is gonna manage to get out. Lich, however, could be in a whole lot of trouble. Okay, managed to TP out as well. So yeah, Huskar throwing his corpse at people turns out not to be a really efficient strategy. The TA with the really good Desolated timing now actually generating so much momentum for Team Mongolz, and I feel bad because I didn't read chat there. The early game was, you know, we had that Morphling pick against the AM, so I gotta check which FUG it was, since I wanna know what you meant. I really don't know what you're talking about, man. Or what you were talking about. I usually read chat, it's just that this game was kinda, you know, focused on all these weird interactions going on, a lot of strategy stuff for me to talk about. I don't want to let that go to waste, because we're always gonna get moments like this where I kinda have to go off topic because I run out of stuff to talk about. I mean, about Team Fire Dragoons, I can't really talk a lot about their playstyle, As for Mongolz, they are doing their typical hyper-aggressive lineup. And right now, well, hyper-aggressive. It's not even that. I mean, Mongolz, they're usually hyper-aggressive. They like picks like the Nature's Prophet and then use that to fight early on. They like the TA, but then they picked up this Morphling who, until now, hasn't really done a lot, just farmed up. It's gonna get decent Lincoln's timing, but not all that special. Meanwhile, Roche being lit on fire here. Huskar, don't bully poor little Roshan. Why do you hurt him like that? He never asked for it. Okay, wait, Proxy? Oh, Proxy went down there, okay. Just got caught off guard by a split pushing anti-mage. Still, this Roche is gonna be really important because if Team Fire Dragoons get it, they will be able to fight really well with it. If they fail to get it and Team Mongol snatches it instead, it should be the exact opposite happening. I mean, there is the blink there now available on TA, so can go for a Roche snatch attempt. I mean, the best scenario would just be blink in, kill Huskar, just as the Roche is about to. Okay, so much for the blink in, kill Huskar. Huskar managed to pick up the Aegis. You can still kill him once here, I think, but Baba Yaga now looks to be in a bit of trouble, and Baba Yaga is gonna burn down. That Aegis there. Aegis snatch, of course. Oh, it's a risk to take now. Huskar this time around. He's not just throwing corpse, but actually the live Huskar. And that turns out to be far more effective. As I think Alacrity knows. I mean, hey, maybe you just wanted to experiment. Maybe my corpse deals 10 times my ult damage or something. I don't know. It's a fun little interaction in general to see a dead mid-air Huskar. How do you mean co-cast, chat?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, so we're gonna see a smoke gank over here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire are scanning. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Okay, now anti-mage gone on, and I think I know what chat meant by co-caster, but I only have one guy with whom I can actually co-cast somewhat, you know, effectively, and he's got school and stuff going on, so he can only co-cast during the weekends mostly. Other than that, you know, we do have a lot of casters, but they all seem to be like, that's a bit of an issue. Half of the casters of the cup kind attend university, so they're all gone at the same time at, like, you know, final times and stuff like that. They're all gonna, like, be gone at the same time. That means I sometimes get 12 or 14 hour casting sessions here, which of course I signed up voluntarily. It's not like Hype Studio are forcing me to do it or anything. On the contrary, they're actually really great, and you know, they allow me to cast as much as I want to, offer me to get a replacement caster, and if I'm not feeling well, they're really capable regarding all that. So shout out to my studio here with the little trash panda in the corner. As you know, this game is still going quiet. We're just gonna play the waiting game here. However, if we look at the items, anti-mage now all of a sudden super farmed, managed to split both for. Okay, bottom tower is gonna go down. And Puck's gonna get caught. A nice, juicy, high-value kill. Any kill you make on the side, like any kill Mongolz get, is gonna be a high-value kill. So, you know, that's pretty significant. But this Morphling Retribution, until now, he has had hardly any impact. I hate to say it, but it is kind of true. The Treants doing a lot of work here actually. We're 22 minutes in and the tier 3 tower already taking heavy damage. However, in exchange for that, the mid tower is still sitting at a really good health total. Wait, what are... Treant of the True Bark Adherent. I don't know, I think it deserves a cooler name. Those actually look like freaking, you know, actual tree golems, so... I really do like their design. We're gonna see Mongolz just use that Desolator on the TA for split push.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I honestly don't know what Sankey was doing there. Maybe he went for a curry or something. I just suddenly saw him blink in the base. But Mongolz, they're now trying to slow siege this up. Just open up the map and then, you know, let Nature's Prophet do his thing. Okay, they're trying to go on the anti-mage, but anti-mage got a mantra to get rid of the silence there, and BLGN is just gonna teleport out. Baba Yaga left behind to die. Well, RIP TA. But I mean, Mongolz, this was pretty much the worst case scenario. Exactly this. I mean, I was expecting Fire Dragoon when they were that far ahead early on to just say, okay, screw anti-mage's farm, but Templar then suddenly still got redeeming Deso timing, so that was really good of Team Mongolz, but that just means, okay, anti-mage's gonna play the slow game, and once anti-mage joins the fight, he's gonna be magnificent, and now we got Adam locked down as well as the Huskar there. Okay, so the puck's gonna get away for the time being. Huskar is gonna get killed on the Nature's Prophet Morphling. Retribution not really gonna do anything here as he's strength. He's just gonna stun people up. This Morphling, not all that impactful.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures
Okay,
are fortified.
Sankey, I think he's playing with the idea of initiating onto Alacrity here. He will do that. However, in comes the entire follow-up from Team Fire Dragoon. Not really any vision there, giving it away to Team Mongolz. Meanwhile, Huskar throwing his corpse at somebody. Oh no, wait, he's actually still alive, so... He was low health though. So, yeah. Game's quiet. Anti-mage is farmed. Morphling is not farmed. Templar Assassin is somewhat farmed. Huskar is very farmed. And Nature's Prophet is just doing Nature's Prophet things. That's pretty much the status of the game, so... I don't know. Okay, thank God the teams are trying to make something happen. I hate when I run out of stuff to talk about, and that happens a lot early in the mornings like this, when I'm awake early, because I still haven't woken up completely. Chat isn't all that talkative either, whereas I usually love to just interact with you guys during moments like these, where not a ton is going on and all the strategical stuff, and, you know, team play slash what teams do stuff has been discussed. Usually, you know, I just can't respond to chat in this situation, so kinda awkward, guys. Guys, still, you know, once we're gonna see the next team fight, it's gonna be worth the wait, so just hang on. It will be worth it eventually. Oh my goodness, at this point the chat's legitimately wondering if Morph is a support. That's actually almost sad. Retribution, he isn't a support, he's just really struggling. I mean, if anytime he fights, if he isn't full strength or at least has a lot of strength, Anti-Mage's just gonna burn his mana and prevent him from morphing, so he's not really able to do Morphling things here. He has to be sitting on a lot of strength, which Morphling generally doesn't like. Putting his damage output in the not really significant stage of Morphling. So he needs something. Okay, risky choice there, Baba Yaga. Blinked forward, tagged Huskar, and it's gonna go down for it. I mean, that's one of the major issue Team Mongolz always struggle with. I think they'll always, you know, gonna have that exact issue.
I'll take that.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And okay, wait. Actually, okay, we're good. We're good actually. I thought Nature's Prophet, you know, might have accidentally gotten seen by the Huskar, but it was the vision of its treants which made it appear that way on the map. Meanwhile, okay, Proxy, who was still sitting in an awkward spot, just TP'd out. But yeah, altogether, this is, you know, an issue for Team Mongolz. They kind of struggle with wards. They always do. It's not that they don't ward well. They just stop warding well the second they're falling behind too far to really afford a ton of vision. They're really struggling with budgeting in wards once they're behind. I mean, now Proxy actually just bought a whole stack of them, but he's gonna go down for that. And in addition to that, we're probably, and I'm just gonna call that now, we're probably just gonna see, meanwhile, Nature's Prophet walking past the anti-mage there, sees how fat that guy is, and this is scary, and it's getting scarier by the second. But yeah, I think this is really one of the few things that Mongolz could actually work on. That they always kind of struggle once the enemy starts to de-ward effectively. Once the enemy has that gold advantage to de-ward effectively. They still ward the same. They focus on one or two ward spots instead of going for those budget ward spots instead. There's a couple of spots for wards which you only see used once you know, okay, the person using those spots can't afford de-wards. Let's discuss about Roshan's cheese factory. I have a personal headcanon regarding Roshan, which is still very related to Dota 1, so it's a good discussion actually. However, I think we might gonna see an attempt to push here, so I'm gonna hold the discussion for just a bit. I do have a topic to talk about though when things get quiet, which is nice. Okay, it looks like things are quiet as there is. Okay, now there's a creep wave. Meanwhile, there is, however, 2 counter pushes.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And the tree's just gonna do some work. But man, okay, so about Rose's cheese factory. Wait, somebody still has cheese? Anybody? Yes, anti-mage. So here, made from the milk of a long lost fur-bulk vendor. Fur-bulk. Not sure how to pronounce them nowadays. But first of all, we need to ask the question. And yeah, Mongolz can't ward because they can't go out far. That's not the point I was trying to make. The point is really about the budgeting, about where they place the wards once they get out. They don't really use those. Okay, anti-mage now gonna jump in there, and Earthshake trying to go in, but getting his mana burn immediately, and now cannot really do anything there. He's just gonna go down. Anti-mage, he's too big to handle, too big to fail. And we're gonna see complete and utter annihilation here caused by Team Fire Dragoons. And the worst part is that was a 4v5 fight. I mean, Morphling did get out, so it ended as a 4v4 fight, but my point is Huskar is kind of now pushing into the Radiant base.
'Tis mine.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Now Morph is gonna go down. I think this might be GG. Kinda sad to see the series end 2-0. 2-0s are always boring when it's a 2-game series. But ooh, wait, we're actually gonna see some more action. It's gonna be, yeah. Wait, maybe they get the puck here, but GG already has been called, so a 2-0 game, and we didn't even get to talk about why Roshan's carrying cheese. However, I will actually note that down, so we have some, you know, stuff for me to talk about in the next series, which actually give me a sec. Wait, so first of all, thank you all for watching. Second of all, I'm gonna check some scheduling stuff. So, you know, we're gonna have a bit of quiet, but I'm still here. I'm still gonna tell you guys when the next game's gonna start and which game I'm gonna cast and stuff. So give me a sec.